Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We are on the final day of our research on Greengrass Isle for the Good Sleep Day week. Also run out the Good Camp set, so not sure if I want to buy another one just yet. It is going to be a lot if I do that, and I don't know that I really have the spare diamonds to justify it at this point. So we're gonna take a look at that, but starting off, getting our sleep points, we've got 8,775, and I just noticed the sleep pass has a chip in it, like it's a debit or credit card. I wonder why they did that. That's an interesting little detail, huh? Well, anyway, you know it's Monday, so we got the landscapers outside the window again. Hopefully, as before, you guys don't hear them. I've been trying to mess with my microphone settings so that, one, I sound better, and two, you guys don't hear everything around me. So hopefully it's working. We're on session 65. 7 hours and 49 minutes. You can tell I went to sleep a little late. Woke up a little late. 24 minutes to fall asleep. Man, I slept really hard right there. Good for me. It's probably why I feel so awake today. We got slumbering type sleep. Maybe we'll get a Blastoise. That would actually be pretty cool. I actually started playing Pokemon with Red and Blue back in the day when they released, and Charmander was my first Pokemon ever. Didn't really care much for the others, but whoa, nice, and a top belly Dodrio. Yeah, I didn't really care too much for Bulbasaur and Squirtle back in the day, just whatever. But as I've gotten older, I have gotten more appreciation for both. I got another Blastoise and Venusaur. Got Dodrio, Squirtle, Doduo, Wartortle, and Cubone. Bunch of repeats, but not terrible. Got 3 new ones, so that's always good. And the game's probably gonna crash. Are you crashing on me? I see a Tyranitar down there. Not a Tyranitar, Larvitar. Well, it wouldn't be one of my videos if the game didn't crash at some point. Just a second. All right, we're back. Larvitar still down there. I do have a Larvitar, but it is not great face rubbing sleep. So if this guy could be hungry, that'd be really good. Have that. There you are. Another Doduo. The flock came out in force today. The lazy lookout sleep. We got lookout sleep and lazy lookout sleep. This one he's a little bit more tired. Top belly Dodrio. 2,500 dream shards. Nice. 1 star and a 4 star. Thought about using my my luck incense last night before I went to sleep, but I ended up not doing it. I kind of wish I had now. Doduo's hungry, but I do have a really good Dodrio, so I'm not super concerned with getting another Doduo at this point. I did start on the Squirtle. I do still have my Great Biscuit, so I could maybe use that on the Squirtle. feel like I want to go for this Larvitar. Didn't get lucky there. Here's the tricky part. Do I use the Great Biscuit on Squirtle and then probably still need a Poke Biscuit for him? Or do I go ahead and use the Great Biscuit just to make sure we get Larvitar, or risk giving Larvitar 2 Poke Biscuits and him getting full? Fortunately, what I think would be the case, that I would try to feed him Poke Biscuits and he'll get full and I won't be able to get him today. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Great Biscuit on him, and we'll, next time we see that Squirtle, give that the Premium Biscuit. Or the Bonus Biscuit. Keep calling it a Premium Biscuit and it is not premium. That is what we're going to do. Not I think. Definitely going to switch this to Larvitar. I'm pretty sure Tyranitar is a top tier Pokemon, so people will definitely be happy for the Larvitar candy. 1500 research XP. Poke Biscuit and an energy pillow I could have used yesterday. 1652 dream shards. Not bad. Level 8, that's good. Naughty nature. Nature's great. Got warming ginger, soybeans, and sausage. Not fantastic. Greedy and Finder, inventory up, both are fantastic at lower levels, so this could be a Larvitar we use for a while. At least until we find a better one. This is actually pretty good. Speed of help up and main skill chance down. While main skill chance down is not ideal with this Pokemon specifically, in my opinion, I would like to see charge energy popping more frequently with him. It's not the worst nature. Definitely use him until we find a better one, or her until we find a better one. It's actually a pretty solid Larvitar. Cool. I did get to Master 6, so that was a Master 6 research. Master 6 research means all Doduos. And now this week, I'm gonna pick a different island. I kind of want to change the scenery. We've been on green grass for a while. I'm kind of ready for something new. And I have a feeling, and it could be completely wrong, it's just me on a wild theory. I have a feeling that for the Halloween event, Top Hollow is going to be significant in some way. So I think that's where we're going to go, because I want to try to build up the area bonus there. But for the week, we got Master 6, Final Strength 356,693, gains from berries 239,521, and gains from cooking 117,172. Even though they were all good, my gains from cooking were not as good as they could have been, because I did skip a few meals, and we didn't get any extra tasty all week. Yeah, I knew an A was coming. I knew I wasn't going to get S, because Saturday, my phone dying, and then, what was it? Yeah, Monday, where I had a really short sleep day. So, that's to be expected. We are almost halfway done with green grass. I'm definitely going Taup Hollow. I know it's going to be more difficult. Best I've ever gotten was Ultra 2, and I think I only spent a week there. But there are a lot of new area data. All right, whatever. Salads, okay. That's going to be very interesting. I don't know what the best salad is going to be for this accent in particular. What can we do? 92% sleep energy recovered and 92 XP gained from last night's sleep. Go ahead and collect from everybody. Ingredients. We may just do a quick salad, not a quick one, but I may just go with a recipe I've already unlocked if I have the ingredients for it today, and then look into some more salads. But before we do that, no new news. Let's collect our research. I'm looking at the list of salads. 42 reports today. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no high score, but I will take 4 ingredient tickets. I do have a bigger pot than I did last time. If I could get my hands on someone bringing in a decent supply of mushrooms, I could actually make a really good mushroom salad, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think I have anybody close enough to level 30 yet to be able to bring in mushrooms. So I don't have anybody bringing in leeks either. Honestly, funny enough, I think the best salad I can make is still the disgusting contrary chocolate meat salad. Where's it at? Yeah, I think this might be the salad we focus on this week, because it does have the... I'm gonna go back over this after this episode and double check everything, because I don't want to sit here and bore you with an hour and a half of me scrolling through Pokemon. But we're gonna do the Heatwave Tofu up first. Then I'm gonna figure out what we can do off screen, so I'm not guys with that. 40 ingredients. I thought I only had 33. Oh, I think that's because I did get a metronome trigger last night from Togepi, and it landed on the increased pot space, but I didn't feed dinner because we had just breached Master 6 and there was no way to get to Master 7, so I didn't even waste the ingredients. I figured I'd save them for today. So I guess that carried over from last night. No, it's not lunch, it's breakfast. Barely snuck that breakfast in, apparently. Not quite basic 2. That's alright. So, Lepa, Figgy, and Citrus, which are always the same for Talpalo. So I do have a team semi set up for this. It's been a while since I set this team up, but I think I had it set up. Energizing Cheer is good. Okay, so I set this team up to have at least 2 berry specialists for the berries that this Snorlax likes. So we've got Cubone for the Piggy berries, Charge Energy S, Inventory Up L is really good. We might actually put some candies into this team. Finish looking at this. Quirky Nature with no effect, so that's not terrible. Energy recovery bonus would actually be very good to have on this team for anybody with a nature that is energy recovery lowering. This might be my priority to level up on this team. We've got Cyndaquil with the Lepa berries, Charge Strength, Helping Speed S, then Ingredient Finder, which I don't really care for Ingredient Finder, so I'm not super concerned with getting Cyndaquil to... May evolve it though. That will make it significantly faster and level up the main skill. Speed of Help, Energy Recovery, yeah, so that Cubone's sub skill would actually help this Cyndaquil. We may do that. I think we're going to power up Cubone, evolve Cyndaquil. Slowpoke we may swap out on the team. I think I had him just as a placeholder. Gains up, main skill chance down. Yeah, that's really bad. I mean, we want someone, when you got an energizing Pokemon, we want them to proc often. We definitely don't want to decrease the amount of proc. Put Charmeleon on the team because he does have the Lepa Berries, which is favored, but he's a solid ingredient gatherer outside of his nature. But even still, he generally brings back plenty. She generally brings back plenty of sausage. So I don't know if I want to focus on trying to evolve it, but I may at least get it to level 25 for the helping speed increase. Butterfree, always a solid pick. I throw it on the team all the time just because it has really good, the first two sub skills are really good for me, and having ingredient magnet level 4 is always nice for extra ingredients. But if we're going to be focusing on the contrary chocolate meat salad, we need to get something that is going to be more consistent, bringing in cacao. We do know for sure we're going to swap out Slowpoke. I did not mean to long press on that. So, head and sort. Who can bring me some cacao at a... it's not gonna be Eevee. I think Bayleaf was actually the only one that really... Let's see. No. Nope. I already know that's a no. I don't know why I clicked on it. Nope. Nope. I think Bayleaf is really my only choice. Yeah. Even though it's not an ingredient specialist, I don't have an ingredient specialist for cacao. Maybe contrary chocolate meat salad is not going to be best on this team. What are you two bringing me? Ginger and ginger? Maybe focusing on something with ginger might be a bit easier. The problem is there's not really anything. If I had somebody that could bring in leeks, that'd be perfect. But all I'm seeing is the overheat ginger salad, which is significantly better than the heat wave tofu salad, but it requires 35 pot space, and I think I only have 33, so that's not going to work either. So yeah, we're kind of in a bad spot for these salads. We really just don't have much of anything super great. Can't consistently get the soothing cacao. Contrary chocolate meat salad would be the best that we could do right now. So we may just have a Bayleaf on the team, and I really think that's our best choice, is just put Bayleaf on the team and hope that between the two ingredient magnet players on the team, we get a decent number of cacao. We're just not in a great spot for salads at the moment. Evolves at level 21, and we want to get it to level 25. So it's going to take a lot of candies. Yeah, that only gets it to level 17. How many handy candies do I have? I have a decent amount. Not enough. Get them back pretty easily, so let's use 20 of them for now. Every single one of them. Gets us to level 20. Not terrible. That's double the level, so it's something. Then we want to evolve the Cyndaquil. We want to get a Quilava. Quilava? Yeah. There we go. Got us down to 41 minutes even, so that's pretty good. And a level 2 charge strength S. So if we can get that skill to proc a few times, that will help throughout the week as well. Can we do anything? Help main skill chance down. Good. Let's just go ahead and power up. Let's do everything we can to beef up this team because we're gonna need it for this location. Except for Charmeleon. I don't know if I really want to put anything into Charmeleon. Just because of its nature. But that helping speed S is really good. Two more handy candies. We can get that level 25 substance. 5 more. See if that's just barely not enough. One more should be enough, hopefully. No. I should have used the second one. I knew it too. Should have gone with my gut. All right, now we have enough to get to level 25. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Helping speed S. 44 minutes and 15 seconds with Charmeleon now. Butterfree, you know what? I'm always willing to drop candies into this Butterfree. It's so easy to level up and evolve another one. But I don't even think I've seen a Caterpie really since I got this shiny one. I don't know. That's weird. That's the team we're rocking for right now. But I said we're going to do everything to power them up as much as we can. Let's go ahead and get this Quilava to level 12. $145% energy. I love that number. That's great. Only everybody else look like that. That Quilava is going to be bringing in a lot today. Perfectly fine with me because we're definitely going to need it. That's the team we're looking at. We've got Cubone, Quilava, Bayleaf, Charmeleon, and Butterfree. Total of 3,977 RP. I think the recommendation for top hollow is 4,000, so being pretty close to it is not bad. And by the end of the week, we should be well above it. Berries left behind, but that's fine. We did get a medal. I forgot about that. Number of flying type Pokemon studied. 12 of them were in that last research. Another energy pillow. That's good. I may drop one of those on Butterfree later, just to. Why do I feel like I missed something? I did. That's right. I wanted to get you to level 25 for the energy recovery bonus. I don't know if I have the handy candies to do it. That's 60 Cubone candies. Is it enough? I don't know. You know what? Whatever, we're gonna try. We're gonna get as close as we can to level 25 if we don't hit 25. Didn't come close to 25. But we are that much closer, so hopefully we'll hit it by Wednesday instead of Saturday. And it puts us at 4,001 RP for the week, so I'll take that. And we'll just have to see how it goes. And hopefully I'm right that the Halloween event will take place. We'll have something to do with Taup Hollow, and we will have our team and everything set up and ready to go for the event, if that is the case. But have to wait and see. But that's all I've got for now, so thanks for watching the video. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and until next time, later dudes. Good morning everybody and welcome back. We are on day 2 in Taup Hollow. I found a resource tool that I think may be beneficial to everyone, so we're going to go through that today and do a little team breakdown. So we're kind of gonna just get through the rest of the stuff we normally do a little quicker than usual today, but we got 7,604 for our sneaky snacking, which I never realized had a name until yesterday, which puts us at basic 5. I think I wasn't able to hit basic 5 last night. Not doing great on the ingredients so far. My plan for the contrary meat salad has not worked out. We are desperately short of cacao. Got 67 sleep points, which foreshadowing, which is about what I expected. Puts us at 8,842. I knew that I was going to have an early morning today, so that's why I used a energy recovery incense. No new news. Wondering if we're going to have a Halloween event and when they're going to announce it. Only 26 reports. Interesting. One. Just one. All right. I am getting ahead of myself. Let's review this sleep data. Session 66. 5 hours 43 minutes. Sounds about right. 51% slumbering. At least I got a little bit of deep sleep. Really want the dozing type later on this week if we're going to try to find that Tyranitar. But we may just have to settle for a Larvitar early on. Only 4 Pokemon. Hopefully all new. Likely. Yeah, all old ones. So we got a Togepi, 2 Riolus, and a Geodude. Research is done. All right, and nobody's hungry. I have a pretty decent Graveler already, and I know Riolu has Dream Shard Magnet for the main skill, and I don't really want that, so I think we're just gonna feed this premium biscuit or bonus biscuit to Togepi and see what happens. Because I do have a good Togepi, but I could always use a better... Hey, there we go. Can't beat that. I could always use a better Togepi. At least we got to bring somebody home with us today. Send out a Togepi candy. $110 research XP. 261 dream shards. Kind of low results for the sleep research, but that's to be expected with Taup Hollow and how little I slept. We got Metronome, of course. Berry finding S at level 10. I mean, not ideal for a skill Pokemon, but bad. Skill trigger S at level 25. Sleep XP bonus at 50. Inventory up and skill level up S. Not the best. Main skill down, but ingredient finding up. Maybe that may not be bad to replace the Togepi we had if we want to get some ingredients and have a decent supply of berries coming in. Be pretty good for getting some eggs in a little faster, because even the Togepi I had before was bringing in eggs at a fairly good rate, but it could always be better. Cacao? Yeah. Gonna be enough? Don't know. Trigger, no trigger. Come on, you two. You're slacking. Well, we got one at least. 12 energy. Definitely gonna need that today. All right, let's see what we got. See if we got enough to make the contrary. Nope, still not enough. How much are we missing? 2? You know what, let's go use that ingredient ticket, see if we can get the cacao we need. That's one thing they need to do, is put a way to use your ingredient tickets from the cooking screen. That would be a nice quality of life change. Bean sausage and moo moo milk did not help. I think unfortunately salads are one of the meal that I am least prepared to make. I don't think that I have anything. We're just gonna go with the bean ham salad. It's really all we've got at this point. Milk and honey, some of the ginger. Max out on ginger. We're getting a decent amount of the ginger coming in from Quilava and Cubone. Best amount of sleep for you is however much it takes to not feel tired, but we're gonna make you get 8.5 in order to get 100 on your sleep score. That's another thing they could change, is have your sleep score based on your average sleep over time. Just to try to make it more consistent, because they always say I'll try to get the same amount of sleep every night. But if you're the kind of person that only needs 6-7 hours of sleep, then that's all you need. Why are they trying to force you to get 8.5 hours? So, a couple of cool quality of life changes that we could see if they would ever implement. But that's berries may push us to Ultra 1 while we're looking at this. But what I really wanted to show you guys today was I have been made aware of a Pokemon sleep calculator. I am not 100% convinced of its accuracy yet. I think it's still in early stages and still has a little bit of tweaking to get perfectly right, but it seems fairly decent for the most part. So we're gonna pull that up, and I'm gonna go through the 5 members of my team, and we're gonna plug in their skills and see what grade we get. Start with Cubone. Has a quirky nature. Free up L. Energy recovery bonus. Level up S. So now that we've got all this plugged in, we can just hit calculate score. It gives a score of 16, which I'm not sure what exactly that score means yet. A grade of C. I don't know what it's 16 out of what, I'm not sure. And then a percentile of 52 out of 100. So he's kind of middle of the road. Then we've got Quilava. Where's the Q? Q after P. R. Has a lonely nature. Helping speed S. And finder S. Skill level up S. Story up S. Not the best substitute. Trigger M. Yeah, it's got an F, a score of 13.25. So see, that's where I'm not sure, because it says 13.25 is an F on Quilava, but then Cubone was a 16 and got a C. So it's a really small difference in numbers from 13 to 16, and then a huge difference in the grading. And then the percentile is a huge difference as well, 17 out of 100. So according to this Quilava is pretty bad, and I don't necessarily disagree with that. There definitely are better Cyndaquil and Quilava out there. We go to Bayleaf, Naughty Nature, Helping Speed S, Inventory up M, Finder S, Skill Trigger S, and Helping Speed M. So we get a 15.33 and a grade of D with 43 out of 100 in percentile. Kind of middle of the road as well. Not too bad, not too great. Definitely could be better. Charmeleon. Skill level up S, helping speed S, skill trigger M, trigger S, there it is, and ingredient finder S. F, worst on the team so far. But C is what I don't understand. The Bayleaf was 15 point something with a D grading, and then 15.7 or 17 with an F grading, which is still higher than the 13.25 I think that Quilava had, and they still both got an F. So if somebody can figure out what the score means, let me know, because I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to tie to anything specifically. So what I'm really looking at is the percentile and the grade. Those are kind of what I'm basing my view of the Pokemon on. So definitely the worst on the team with an F and only a 7% out of 100. And then we go to the big boy himself, Shiny Butterfree. Where are you at? Who has a hasty nature, helping speed M, finder S, skill level up S, trigger M, and helping bonus. 16.08 with a grade of C and the 54 out of 100 percentile. So I think actually the best one on the team, because I think Cubone was 52. So one or the other, either Cubone or Butterfree are the best one on the team, even though this Butterfree doesn't have the best skills. That's just kind of where my team is at right now with the Pokemon that I have available to me. I will say with this calculator, don't take it as the end all be all. Like I said earlier, I still think it's got some kinks that need to be worked out. I've seen some posts where people have said, oh, it says my Pokemon is, top tier, but then you look at the sub skills and it doesn't really help with the specialty of the Pokemon. and the Pokemon doesn't have a good main skill, so I'm not sure exactly how accurate it is. Also, if you have nothing but D and F Pokemon, don't worry about it. This is a fun game. It's not meant to be taken that seriously. It's not competitive. Just enjoy your time with the game, collect the Pokemon you can, get better ones when you can, and make slow progress. It's not meant to be a game you beat, so just enjoy it. But I wanted to take that dive into the team, kind of show you guys what we're looking at, what my team looks like. Feel free to jump on the calculator. I'm going to have a link to it in the description and the pinned comment. So if you want to go check it out for yourself and see how your team stacks up, by all means, let me know what results you get if you do. But that's what I've got for you guys today. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And until next time, later, dudes. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We are on day, what is this, 4, I think. Or no, day 3 of Tau Palo. That's what I want to see. 10,228 sneaky snacking. Pretty consistent return from Bayleaf, Charmeleon, and Butterfree, and Quilava really showing up. That is what I like to see. 100 sleep score, that's surprising. I wasn't expecting to get that. I knew I slept pretty well, but I didn't think I slept that long. 8,942 sleep points. Getting closer and closer to halfway to our goal. Right. Go ahead and jump into this sleep data. Sleep data? Yeah, sleep data. I guess I'm still not quite awake yet. Session 67. Oh, 8 hours, 28 minutes. Almost exactly what you need. 10% dozing. Interesting. Snoozing type still. Curious how much dozing you need for it to count for dozing sleep. I don't think I've gotten dozing sleep at all. Yeah, 5 showed up with 2 stars. We got anything good? Oh, looks like they're all ones I've had before too. Got that female Wobbuffet though. So we got female Wobbuffet, another Jigglypuff, 2 Eevees, and a Charmander, which I do need a better one. Hopefully that's the hungry one today. Yes, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I definitely need a better Charmeleon. So we are going to take him home. Or Charmander, Charmeleon, whatever. I need a better one way or the other. So we're definitely taking him with us. As you saw in yesterday's video, my Charmeleon is supposedly terrible. Which I do know he's not the best. But he gets the job done for the most part. But I'm definitely happy to get a better one if possible. Preferably one with ingredient finder at level 10. $378 research XP. It's more than what I thought I would get. And another 562 dream shards. Level 7, it's pretty good. Lonely nature, I think, is just okay. All sausage. Oh no, lonely nature is pretty decent. Energy recovery down is not the best, but I've had worse. Inventory up, helping speed, skill trigger, research XP, and ingredient finder at level 100. I think this one is better than the Charmeleon I have, simply because the nature on my Charmeleon lowers its ingredient finding. So this is probably better just for the fact that it doesn't have an ingredient lowering nature, and a speed of help increase is pretty good. So we may start working on this one pretty soon. I might actually just throw it on the team. Let me get through this breakfast and look at Charmeleon on my team, and that's on that thing. We may swap it out now and just start working on it. Because if it can consistently bring in sausages, may be worth swapping out. Check our no new news. We did get a medal. What did we get a medal for? Total sleep time logged 527 hours. That's a weird number. Really, it's just saying how much I logged, and I only needed to get 525. Research community, 38 reports. Nobody leveled up, unfortunately, but that's okay. I did, however, go through and clear out a few people who seem to be inactive from my friends list. So I currently have 5 open spaces on my friends list. The first 5 comments on this video with their friend code, I will add them as a friend. So if you want to be my friend, drop your friend code in the comment. Definitely doing the contrary chocolate meat salad because that's gross. I actually got the ingredients for it last night and wanted to save it for today so we could see exactly how much we get out of it. $5,178 is, I mean, it's not terrible, but I think even with the what's it called, the bean ham salad, I was only getting 4,000. That extra 1,000 does add up over each feeding, but not a huge difference overall. Especially if we just cannot get these extra tasties. Grade 3. So yeah, we're on Wednesday already and only a grade 3. So far this week is not going great. But that's what we expected with Tao Paulo, because I think I've only spent 1 week here before, so we were kind of expecting it to go slow this week. And to be honest, it is going a bit faster than what I was expecting. 44 minutes and 15 seconds with ingredient finding down. And that's with a helping speed S. So yeah, let's look at that Charmander. First skill is inventory up S, and then would also have helping speed S. At level 25, 51 minutes, 52 seconds. Yeah, it may actually be worth. You know what? I'm just gonna swap them out and see what happens. If I can try to at least get it to level 10. Probably don't have enough. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough candies for it anymore. But that's fine. It'll level up pretty quick. Got 6 candies. Yeah, I mean, that should at least put it to level 8 tomorrow morning. So we'll do that. Swap it out. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it is seemingly returning more sausages than what the Charmeleon did, which I kind of have a feeling it will. So probably not the worst thing to swap out. Yeah, other than that, not really a whole lot going on for the middle of the week. We're kind of in that lull spot where we've already got our team set up, but it's not later in the week, so we don't have the best research happening. No shinies again today. I still just the one lonely shiny boy. But we'll get one eventually. It's just a matter of time. But yeah, like I said, not a whole lot going on today, so that's all I got for you guys today. Be sure to like the video if you liked watching it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And until next time, later, dudes. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We are on day 4 in Taupe Hollow. Sleep score is 77. Get much sleep last night. Did all right. I guess it already added my points. 1,942. That doesn't sound right. I feel like that's what I was at or yesterday. Man, are we starting out? Device is currently offline. Interesting. 1 second. Let me check on that. Okay, so that was unexpected. It told me I was offline, going to be returned to the main menu. And then here we are with our sneaky snacking popping up with 7,534. Game is just being super weird right now. I don't know what's going on. It took forever to load and then told me I was offline. Yeah, there it goes again, offline. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like we're back. Not sure what all that was about, but let's see if we can at least make some progress. Looking good so far. About to put us at 9,019. Yeah, I'm very confused. I'm actually kind of thrown off. Let's go ahead and jump into the sleep report. And while that's loading up, because apparently it's going to take forever if it doesn't kick us, I wanted to go ahead and say we had a great turnout and support for yesterday's episode. Currently offline, whatever. So yesterday I called for friend codes so that we could start building a community of researchers. We had a bunch of people show up and throw their friend codes in the comments. I filled up. I'm back to 50 out of 50. If you still need friends, be sure to check yesterday's episode and look in the comments and add the people you see there. I'm sure they're more than willing to help out if they got the space. So if you need friends, that's where to go. But I'm gonna figure out what's going on with this and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I think we should hopefully be good. I'm not really sure what's going on. My assumption is that since we had a pretty decent storm last night, and I got a message from my ISP saying that service was restored, I'm guessing maybe it's not completely fixed. So who knows? Hopefully we don't have any more issues. 58% snoozing, so we're definitely getting a snoozing type today. See if we can at least break 5 million today. Did we break 5 yesterday? Yeah, we definitely did. But hey, we got a 3-star. That's good. I don't have a lot of 3-stars, so maybe it's something new. We got us Eevee, 2 Rattatas. Oh, it is a 3-star I already had. Yep, nothing new today. 2 Rattatas, 2 Eevees, and a Diglett. I actually have a pretty good Diglett. Could be better, but it's not bad. Level 7 Eevee. Nobody's hungry, huh? Nobody's hungry. We got a level 7 Eevee. Yeah. Go ahead and feed this Eevee and see what happens. Maybe. There it goes. Take it a minute, but it'll get there. Just one Poke Biscuit. You know what? Eevee shows up pretty frequently here. I think we'll just call it there, and we'll see Eevee again this week, I'm sure. Let's give out some Eevee candy. All the different evolutions, people could definitely use it. 352 research XP, 1,007 dream shards. Not too bad. We completed a mission. What did we do? Ah, Snorlax X amount of berries. Check on our new research community. But first, no new news. We did get a medal though. Number of ground types studied, 10 diamonds. Always happy to get diamonds. No recent, oh, there it goes. 42 new reports, that's what I'm talking about. Right, there's 1, 2, just 2. And another linking cable. Let's collect the fruits of their labors. Oh. Definitely going to be helpful today. Cubone has actually been triggering his skill a lot. That might be the 4th or 5th time that skill's triggered this week. Always happy for more ingredients. We'll need those at the end of the week. And what about you two? No? $76, 86 berries in the basket. That's good. Can't beat that. Bean ham salad is the only thing we can make, huh? Yeah, unfortunately, we are just not very well set up for salads. We a hard time getting salad ingredients together. Short sleepers. I used to be a short sleeper. Well, kind of. I used to get like 5 to 6 hours of sleep a night and be perfectly fine when I was younger. $3,850 on that. Isn't terrible. I think we were only getting like 41 or 4,200 on the contrary salad. Not bad. Did see something interesting that some people were saying they were actually finding they had better results switching to a berry focused team and not really worrying about the meals all that much. So that may be something we have to run an experiment on next week, especially if we get salads again. Because we know we don't have a team that can bring in the ingredients we need to make the best salads. So if we get salads again, I think we may run that test and just fill out a team of berry gatherers and see what happens. Because I think I have, especially if we get on Cyan Beach, that'd be a really good place. I have a few berry gatherers that would actually be pretty good. I'm drawing a blank on what we need here. Why am I drawing a blank? Figgy berries, that's the one. One more. I don't remember. Whatever, let's just go with Figgy and Leppas so far. So, pretty sure Diglett's an ingredient specialist, but let's start there because I know the other two are. I did not realize I had that many Growlithe. So, Yeah, we've got one berry specialist there, which is really good. Got another one here, which is pretty solid. I mean, it's not great, but berry specialist is always good. Here's another that is actually really good. And that's it. So I've only got 3 for those berries. Growlithe, I need to go through those. What's the other one? A citrus berry. That's Greppa. Citrus. Ingredients. Those ingredients. So I actually have no berry specialist for citrus. I know Golem does bring in a lot, so he may just be one to throw on the team for that, or maybe throw in a utility team member that like Wigglytuff or Jigglypuff that has energy restoration for everybody. That may be a good idea in the future, but that's a problem for future me to figure out when we get to that bridge. And that's all I've got for today. So thanks for clicking on the video and watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and until next time, later dudes. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We are on day 5. It's Friday on Taup Hollow. I actually slept pretty well last night. Got a decent amount of sleep, recovered from my early day yesterday. Got us 100 sleep points, so that puts us up to 9,119. And hopefully got us something pretty good from this sleep research. I was able to get to grade 5. It's going very slow this week. I kind of goofed session 69. So hopefully we'll have a nice sleep report this go around. But it is going pretty slow. I forgot to do lunch yesterday, so it probably could have been Ultra 1, but oops. A lot of snoozing sleep last night, even though I felt like I slept pretty hard, so I thought it'd be more slumbering. Can we break 10 mil? We can. Oh, we went a lot farther than I thought we were going to. 15 mil? Yeah, 15.5. It's not bad. Certainly a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. See if we got anything interesting this time around. Did get one new one, so that's good. Okay, so Clefairy is still available even after the event, so it's just here to stay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yo! I'm pretty sure that's a shiny Growlithe. I didn't see the animation, but that looks like a shiny Growlithe. Finally. All right. Get this sleep research done. Whoa, singing sleep. That's pretty cool. And the last one I needed for Jigglypuff. Hungry. Hungry and shiny. All right. Man, we got a bunch of hungry today. Okay, so let's go ahead. We know that all we need for a shiny is a Poke Biscuit. A shiny will always get maximum friendship, no matter what you feed it. All right. So if you ever get a shiny, just give it a Poke Biscuit. Don't give it a Master Ball or waste your bonus biscuit unless you absolutely have no choice but to give it a bonus biscuit. Take this Jigglypuff home too, or this Diglett. I think with the Jigglypuff being level 4 and I need a better one, I'm gonna give it the bonus biscuit. Oh man, that's awesome. See what happens when you sleep well? You get shinies. All right. So I don't think we can do anything with the Diglett. Got Eradicate too. I forgot about that. I don't think the Eradicate line is super helpful. Wouldn't mind taking home another Clefairy, but I think I'm gonna try to get a higher level one. Now there's the question. Do we show off the shiny? Or do we try to give useful candy? I think, yeah, we show off the shiny, of course. $924 research XP, 1,138 dream shards. There he is. Level 7. All right, sassy nature. Oh. All right, so skill specialist, that's right. Extra helpful, skill trigger M, helping speed, ingredient finder is okay, helping bonus is pretty good, inventory up. Okay, so these sub skills are not bad. Skill trigger M being at level 10 and helping speed at level 25. Out of all the sub skills he has, I think helping bonus would be the only other one I'd prefer to be sooner, but it's still pretty good. And main skill chance up with XP gains down. That's the best nature it could have been. So hands down, this is a pretty solid, I would say 70%, 75% kind of Growlithe. And once we evolve it, it may be even better. So, or it will be even better. So that's actually a pretty good shiny. I've gotten lucky with both the shinies I've had so far. A level 11 Jigglypuff, brave nature. Also skills focused. Energy for everyone. Already at level 2 because skill level up S at level 10. Nice. Inventory up, ingredient finder, sleep XP, and skill trigger. Not the best. Definitely could have been better there. Speed of help and XP gains down, or speed of help up, XP gains down. It's an okay nature. This Jigglypuff is just kind of okay. Maybe good to throw on the team in a pinch. Not in a pinch, but just to try to get some extra energy throughout the week, but not the best. Definitely going to be looking for a better one. 108 gain from Butterfree. See, now I got to figure out if we can find a way to put that Growlithe on the team. Oh, we have new news. 1 bundle a day at no cost. Ooh. Autumn Treats Volume 1. Thank you for playing Pokemon Sleep. Autumn Treats Bundle Volume 1, small and medium, will be available starting October 8th at 11 p.m. Autumn is the time of harvest when many mouth-watering foods are abundant. Work with your helper Pokemon to feed Snorlax lots of tasty dishes. 1 Autumn Treats Bundle Volume 1 Small and 1 Autumn Treats Bundle Volume 1 Medium will be available each day during the period. Not only that, Autumn Treats Bundle Volume 1 Small will be available at no cost. Okay, so the medium, based on that, based on the way this is worded, the medium is going to cost money. Or diamonds. Receive 1 from the shop each day. Note the number of these bundles that you can receive in exchange for will be reset at 4 a.m. Okay. Should be able to grab it every morning. And it's from October 8th to October 15th. So a full week of free stuff. We get 2 ingredient tickets and 2 Poke Biscuits, which is actually not terrible for, I mean, anything's good for free. But 2 ingredient tickets and 2 Poke Biscuits for free every day? That's actually really good. By the end of it, we should have 14 or 16, depending on how the math works out with the days. Poke Biscuits that we can just have on hand, which is very good. And then For 100 diamonds, you can get a great biscuit and an ingredient ticket M. That's actually not terrible either, I don't think. Get various ingredients with an ingredient ticket. You can get 10 with a small, 30 with a medium. Tickets are useful when you don't have enough ingredients. Cool, so that's actually really good. I want to go look at the shop right now. And what is it? Yeah, so a great biscuit, for 3 great biscuits is 600 diamonds. So for the medium bundle, 100 diamonds, you get a great biscuit, which is half off, and then an ingredient ticket for free, basically. So you're paying 50 for a great biscuit and 50 for... Can you buy ingredient tickets? Not from here. I think you can from the exchange. Yeah, 600 sleep points. So that's actually a pretty good deal. If you've got spare diamonds, feel free. I don't think I'd do it every day given my current diamond count of only 700. I still think diamonds are better used for good camp tickets, but if you have an abundance of diamonds, I don't think it's that bad of a deal. So we got 2 medals for fire type Pokemon studied and fairy type studied. Speaking of diamonds, there's 10 of them and a handy candy. And let's check our research. 39 new reports. 1. Oh, I got a level 4. Nice. So for level 4, you get 2 ingredient ticket S's and another link cable for that level 3. Right. Well, I feel like we've already had a pretty exciting morning today, and now we haven't even fed Snorlax yet. Let's see what we got. Whole bunch of berries. Probably don't have enough ingredients for 95 berries. Probably don't have enough ingredients for the contrary salad. I think when I looked last night, I needed 2 more cacao still. Oh, I actually got the cacao and not the sausage. Well, you know what? We got those ingredient tickets. Let's use them. Let's see what we get. Got 5 of them. I don't think I want to use all 5. See if I can get some sausage. There we go. Another 320 after we collected berries? That must be a late notification. All right, contrary chocolate meat salad. Fill it up with honey, make it a little sweeter. How much sleep we get is said to be linked to our body's natural defenses. Some research suggests that getting less sleep can make us more prone to sickness, I think is what the rest of it said. I went too fast. No extra tasty, but 5,282 is pretty good. Got another berry too. All right, so we're about to hit Ultra 1. Finishes, well, before he finishes all these berries, more likely. Still can't add any more to the pot. Count. There you go. And funny enough, I think this is my best Growlithe too, stat-wise. So that worked out. Still need a Firestone to evolve it. Andy. So I'm pretty far from evolving it, but can we at least get it to level 10? Surely we can. Yeah. Take 40 candies, but that's not bad. Pretty easily get those back. Really good. Me. Okay, let's go look at these Growlithe. I'm pretty sure skill level up, helping speed, those are good. The other sub skills not great. And then main skill chance down. So yeah, that's bad. So that's pretty bad. Let's go ahead and just send that to the professor. There's 5 of those candies back. Clear out some Pokemon space anyway. And then we've got extra helpful, ingredient finder, research XP, inventory, helping speed, and a neutral nature. Awful. There's another one. Then we've got helping speed, research XP, dream shard bonus, inventory and ingredients, main skill chance down. That's pretty bad too. And last one. Skill trigger S, which is not bad. Skill level up S, which is also not bad. And then inventory up, and research XP, speed of help, and ingredient fighting down. So this one actually isn't terrible. Wrong way. The skill trigger is better though. Yeah, skill trigger M is better. Yeah, the only thing I could say that the regular Growlithe has over the shiny one is the skill level up. But I'm kind of thinking of it like this. The problem with skill level up is that once it happens, it's a useless sub skill at that point, when it's something that you could get from a sub skill seed. You could level up, or not a sub skill seed, a main skill seed. You could level up the main skill and then substitute skill level up for a more beneficial sub skill like helping speed. So after level 25 though, they both just kind of have not really great sub skills. But I'd say these two are about even. That's not bad. Let's be honest, if I'm going to use one, I'm going to use the shiny one anyway, so I'll just send this one to the professor and get the extra 5 candy. There it goes. Game lagged on me a little bit. So we got 20 of those candy back. Not too bad. Really not. Oh, we did. It just hasn't triggered the animation. Yep. Be one of my videos if something buggy didn't happen. But at least we got the shiny finally. It's been, I think, almost a month. Or no. I got the Butterfree. Yeah, it's been over a month since I got that. And I've seen people that have a whole team of shinies already, so I'm just happy to start making some progress. But yeah, that's all I've got for today. So thanks for clicking on the video and watching. Make sure if you liked it to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more, and until next time, later dudes. Good morning everybody and welcome back. We are on day 6 on Tau Palo. Got a shiny yesterday. Felt really good. We got 20 diamonds to start off today. And hopefully, hey, I got another 100. 4,380 sneaky snacking. As you can see, I switched up the team a little bit. I'm trying to test something out. There is a recipe for salad that I forgot about that I'll show you guys a little bit later, that I actually have better Pokemon to gather the ingredients for, rather than just hoping that I can get the contrary meat salad. So I know it's a bit late in the week, but I figured with the way the contrary salad was going, it wasn't going to hurt much to switch up and see if this salad would work better. But we're going to jump into Sleep Report 70. Slept 9 hours and 14 minutes. Overslept a little bit today. I was pretty tired after this week. 50% slumbering. That's good. I needed that sleep. Dozing type. Interesting. That was unexpected. But that is exactly what we need, if I remember correctly. I think the one that I am hunting in Tau Paulo is a dozing type, but I don't think we are a high enough rank to be able to get it to spawn. A top belly Ekans. That is one I had already, but do like it. Only 4 that we had prior. 2 duplicates, a Ghastly and a Haunter, and then 2 Ekans. That means there's 2 that we didn't have. Whoa! Big boy, toppling over Sleep for Swalot. First one. It sometimes falls asleep with its cavernous mouth wide open. Perhaps it's dreaming that it found a huge meal and is trying to swallow it whole. Alright, so what else do we get? Oh, same thing. Just a day of duplicates, I guess. Got 3 pairs. Nobody hungry. That's unfortunate. Nobody's hungry. All I've got is a bonus biscuit. I don't know. Kind of want to go for either the Ghastly or the Haunter, because I feel like they're the most useful as far as I'm aware at this point in the game. For me, I know they bring in fiery herbs, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, they're the ingredient specialist for fiery herbs. I would like to bring that home. Go ahead and feed the Haunter. Set that up for success later down the road. With any luck, we will see that Haunter again soon. Matter of fact, let's give out that Haunter candy. I think Ekans is useful, but I feel like the Ghastly line is more useful. 816 research XP, 1863 dream shards. See if my experiment paid off. Actually, something else should have happened today. I want to go take a look at before we get into breakfast. Make sure that it... Well, there's no reason it shouldn't have unless I just royally messed something up. See, that's what I wanted, was those snoozy tomatoes. If Diglett can consistently bring in several snoozy tomatoes a day, we should be golden on this recipe. And then, of course, we know Golem is going to bring the soybeans, which is the main ingredient for the recipe I'm wanting to make. But before I forget, I want to go double check. Yep, it worked. Skill unlocked at level 25. We got energy recovery bonus, which should help because I seem to have some of my best Pokemon have a nature that lowers energy recovery, and using an energy pillow all the time is not ideal. So hopefully this will help balance that out, at least while we're here in Tao Paulo. Because I don't think I will ever not have this Pokemon on the team. It's just too good for the berries and the sub skills. So at least for the foreseeable future, it will be on the team. And as you can see, even though I just woke up, all of them are just barely missing a little bit of energy. So hopefully, yeah, everybody's at 86%. So hopefully that little bit of extra will at least top everybody up to about 95%. I know it's not gonna allow me to get 100% on everyone, but the closer we can get, the better. Got for me 2 more honey. Can't even hold 2 more honey. But before we get into breakfast, let's check. Still no new news. And today is the 7th, I believe. Correct. So we don't have the autumn bundles yet. But I'm going to double check the shop just to be sure in case that 4 o'clock UTC lines up right. 60 times getting a sleep score of 80 or higher. Got up within 30 minutes of when I woke up the previous day 30 times, and 30 poison type Pokemon studied, which I think all 6 of the ones I got today were poison type. 30 diamonds. All right. 10 diamonds for each of those. Select our research candies. 27, which is about right because I was checking the research throughout the day yesterday, trying to figure some stuff out. 1. Just the 1. All right. Now let's jump into breakfast. May already know what I'm gonna cook based on what ingredients I've been getting, but this Watervale tofu salad is one that with my current team, I feel like is gonna be a lot easier for me to consistently gather. And even though it's not the best salad, it is only about 15% weaker than the contrary salad I was trying to make. But if I can make this twice as consistently as the contrary salad, the idea is that in the long run it will do better, simply because I can make it more often. You know what? Let's hold on to those eggs. Those are kind of hard for me to come by. So let's go ahead and throw in all the honey and ginger because I have a surplus of those. Really the soybeans too, but we're going to be using those, so we'll hold on to them for now. Said that our body temperatures start to cool around the time we fall asleep and are lowest while we're sleeping. This change in temperature is thought to be another important factor in getting good sleep. Which is why a lot of us like the fan on when we're sleeping, as well as being bundled up in 3 comforters. We're at Ultra 2 now. Don't know if Master is possible this week. 6. About 148,000 if I've done my math right. That we need to get today and tomorrow. Not impossible, but we'd have to have pretty much everything going right for that to work out. Hopefully we can get Master. That is I think Master 1 is what I need. trigger what I'm hunting. But if not this week, we should be able to get it next week, which I think I'm going to stay in Tau Paulo, most likely, because they still haven't announced anything about the if there's going to be a Halloween event. I'm hoping there will be, and that it will be in Tau Paulo. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have the autumn bundles yet as of recording, so we will definitely check back tomorrow and pick that up. But that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and until next time, later dudes. Good morning everybody and welcome back. We are on the final day of the week 5 I believe. Well, it's not our final day of research, but our final full day on Tau Paulo for the week. We got 3,600 even, sneaky snacking. Got 98 sleep points. I'm really hoping I wasn't able to get Ultra 4 last night before I went to bed. But I'm really hoping that we get something interesting today during our sleep research. And with only Ultra 3 at this point, I am pretty sure that Master is completely out of the question. 8 hours, 19 minutes. Let's jump into this sleep data. 46% snoozing, 49% slumbering. I wonder what amount counts as balanced sleep type. Still gave me slumbering. 7% more slumbering than usual. And that number is going, it's going faster now, but it was going pretty slow for a minute. 23.5 million drowsy power today. Not bad. Not bad. Did get in a top belly. Hey, a Geodude. That's what's up. Got 7, so hopefully we got some new ones. This grind to 150 is takes forever. Oh, I thought that Wobbuffet or Why Not had a leaf stuck in its hair, but it looks like it was just falling in front of it at the time. We got a Geodude, a Riolu, a Larvitar, Togepi, and Why Not. Gives us 2 new ones, which is the Atop Belly for sure. Is that the last one I need for Geodude? It is. Another one complete. Although still, as far as I know, there's no reward for completion of the sleep style decks for individual Pokemon. Yo! Pupitar, alright. Shivering Sleep, 2-star. Not expecting that to pop up. I am hoping that that boy's hungry. Anybody hungry? One's hungry. Man, we're getting really unlucky with that. 12 to take it home. Definitely couldn't do that today. Question is, do we... Go ahead and feed the Pupitar, or do we try... I don't have any other biscuits. Should have done... I know exactly what I should have done, and I messed up. I did things out of order today. Oops. But you know what? Since I messed up, let's go ahead and let's feed the Pupitar the biscuit. We're not going to be able to do anything else right now. And then we'll just wrap up our research, and hopefully we'll get lucky and see that Pupitar again tomorrow. That would be great. We are definitely sending out the pupitar, or the larvitar candies. That is significantly more rare. Hey, rank 27. I wasn't expecting that today. There's a Poke Biscuit we could have used. 1081 XP and 2200 Dream Shards. What I should have done, since today's the day... Am I still too early? Should have the autumn bundles. Where are they at? Today's the day, right? Today's the 8th? Yeah, today's the 8th. Am I just too early? Maybe I'm too early. Premium? No. Should be here in the general store. Okay, well. I'm gonna learn something then. Let's see. I believe it said that they would be available at 4 a.m. UTC. Let's figure out what 4 a.m. UTC is local time. Previous day at 2300, so yeah, that should have been last night at 11 p.m. Unless maybe it starts tonight at 11 p.m., but that'd be kind of weird. Then it wouldn't be previous day. That'd be October 9th, 4 a.m. UTC. Go double check that news real fast. Make sure I read it right. Autumn Treats Bundle will be available starting October 8th. Oh, it no longer says for UTC. What did I read that was for UTC? Now I don't even see it anymore. I'm probably looking right up. Oh, there it is. The number of these bundles that you can receive in exchange for will be reset. Oh, okay. It resets at 4 UTC. I thought it was saying it would start then too, but I guess it does start then as well. So yeah, I can't pick that up until later tonight. Interesting. I guess I misunderstood when I read that the other day. That's all right. So we can't get that now, so that actually wouldn't have helped us, even if I had gotten it today before we did the sleep research, because couldn't have gotten it. 40 sleep research reports, level 3. Just the one. Got another link cable. Which would be nice if it was a random evolution item instead of a link cable every time. People are just going to end up throwing away a bunch of link cables that they didn't ever need. Got a good trigger on the Butterfree skill, trigger on Golem skill. It's got charge strength. We're going to need a bunch of those if we're going to make it to Master Buddy. Bunch of tomatoes, which is exactly what we need. Cover 12 energy. Speaking of energy, one thing I wanted to check, since we've got this Cubone to level 25, he has the energy recovery bonus. And Butterfree is still at 86%, so it seems like it doesn't actually... When I first woke up, it showed the screen with your energy recovery and XP gain, and it only said 100%, even though it had a 1.12 multiplier. I got a 98, so that really should have been around 110% that I recovered, but I guess the game does not allow you to recover more than 100% by sleeping, so it actually kind of makes that skill useless if you're getting a full 8.5 hours or close to a full 8.5 hours of sleep anyway. So that's actually really disappointing. Because if that's the case, then there's no point in it at all. Especially when it comes to trying to counterbalance energy recovery lowering nature. I feel like that's a bit of an oversight that maybe should be fixed. All right, so we still can't do contrary chocolate meat salad, which kind of figured we wouldn't be able to do, but I was hoping maybe Butterfree's skill would bring in some chocolate or cacao and stuff for us, but it doesn't look like that's happening. Oh, today is Sunday. I forgot about that. We need to throw in all these extras. Oh, how I forgot today was Sunday. Oh, I need one more of something. Just throw in a soybean. We always have plenty of those. If we don't get enough sleep, we may develop more of a sweet tooth than usual. This is said to be because lack of sleep affects the part of our brains that regulates food preferences. I mean, I just like sweets in general. Still no extra tasty. I did get one extra tasty this week. I think it was Thursday. I got it for lunch, just randomly. So our extra tasty luck has been almost non-existent these last few weeks, which has not been helpful for trying to get master rank. Hey, mission complete. Take those dream shards. Yeah, we're definitely not getting this Charmander incense this time around. Another 208. How's that possible? I'd already collected the berries. Unless it's counting ones that were already in the box. Take 2 more though. But yeah, that's it's actually extremely disappointing about Cubone's sub skill. I put a lot of candy this week and handy candies into getting it to level 25, and then for it to work out that way really is leaving me with some buyer's remorse on that one. But I mean, it is what it is. Maybe they'll change it in the future, but just be aware that if you're already getting 8 hours or more of sleep, it's probably not beneficial to worry about having an energy recovery bonus sub skill on your team. So if you didn't know that, now you know. But it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. Cubone's still a good member of the team for Tau Paulo, so we're going to leave him on the team. But that's all I've got for now, so thanks for watching the video. Make sure if you liked it to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more, and until next time, later dudes.